Bitch, I'm in the...
What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? You are watching one half of a great network. No, I'm just kidding. We're not even half. We're just like a little cog. What's up, guys? My name's Brian. With me,
no wonder why they give us shit all the time.
Listen, I have to bring it for them to give it to me. So there you go.
That's true.
You're now tuned in to Talking Shit. Like I said, my name is Brian. With me always is that guy right there.
I'm Mark.
Okay, we got that out of the way.
I'm in a better mood today.
Have anything you want to talk about? You're in a mood.
I'm in a better mood today compared to most
You got some last night.
I'll plead the fifth.
we don't talk about that on air. Maybe later.
That's right.
What are we doing tonight, Mark? This is a pre-recorded show, right? So we won't
we're actually we're not going to have comments right now. We will on Thursday though. I'll actually be in the chat, answering people. But we're doing Money in the Bank picks, and we decided this one because it's a bigger one than some of the other ones. So like our next one will be SummerSlam. We'll be doing the picks on August 1st for that. I already have the date.
We'll build a team for that one too.
Yeah, it'll probably be the same ones. Anyways,
speaking of building a team, we've built a pretty good team around us, right? With being a part of the Nonsensical Network.
We did. Yes. I'm sorry, we did.
You're a jackaloon.
Actually, I don't think we built it. I think that Glick.
Well, we had our input. There was 6 of us at the table. Listen, there were 6 of us at the table. There's a little thing going around. There's 6 of us, so I'm gonna say that it's our network. He can say it's my network. On the network. Let's talk about it real quick. On the network, Mondays. We have shows
Mondays.
On
Mondays we have Men Caring for Men, a mental health show for men. Oh fuck! See, that's what happens when you give the man credit.
No, I did it. I did it because we're talking about men.
I promise, I was behaving.
I did it. It's me. I did it. Men Caring for Men, hosted by yours truly,
this guy,
the head of the table, Glick.
The head of the table.
Is that show gonna get turned over to Connor and
It will eventually. So we talked last night. Obviously, Connor will be going in very soon, here in the next few weeks, for his back surgery, which we're all hoping this will fix majority of his problems and issues. Well, he's still not going to have legs, but at least his back will work.
Hey, we gave him a picture of legs that he could have bought.
Well, yeah, I even told him we all pitch in and donate a little bit on the Cash App, and we could get him for it. But and he's got about a 3 to 4 month recovery, so he won't be around too much during his recovery. But once he comes back, my ultimate goal is to hand that over to Connor and Jarvis, and what they do with it is what they do with it moving forward. The
$7 man taking over.
Yeah.
Last night's was a good one. I liked it.
Last night's was a good one, and I apparently opened up a whole fucking can of worms, and I didn't even mean to because
Well, guys, you gotta let me get through the intro, and then we'll talk about the rest of the show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Calm down. Tuesday night is Jeff's now, garage. And it's Jeff's Garage. And guys, he's live right now. So if you're not watching, then you're not doing it right. So we're not live. So that's right. Who am I talking to right now? Hey, what do you got on Wednesday for us, Glick?
I'm back again. I'm hosting another one. Wednesdays, What the Fuck News. If it's in the news and it makes you say what the fuck, we're talking about it.
Right on.
It shouldn't
Thursday, Mark?
Thursday is us talking shit.
That's a little show called Talking Shit. And then Friday night is Glick's House of Music, where Glick will, most of the time, have a musical guest, artist, or talk about musical guest or artist that he's had on the show in some of the previous episodes. Last week, he had a fantastic interview. He doesn't think it went well. I think it went okay.
I don't think it was any fault of his. That was me. I'm sure you guys heard Saturday. After I ended the show, I spent about 10, 11, 12 hours puking my guts out. I had some kind of nasty stomach bug, and it was just, I was doing everything I could to try to get through that show. He was great. No, he was great.
Yep.
Yeah, great music. You know, you have.
He even did a live bit for you. That was fantastic too. I like that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And then Saturday night, we're back to you, Glick.
Oh, I'm back again. I host another show on Saturday night.
Why didn't he just call it the Glick's Network?
You
know, I probably could have, with the way you guys give me shit about my ego. I probably could have called it the Glick Network, but I figured that was the line, you know. But no, Saturday nights, nonsensical nonsense, unhinged, unapologetic, comedy based. We're hanging out, we're having fun, but we throw a little twist into it. And we drop the link in the chat. We call it the Open Door Challenge. And anybody and everybody is welcome to join us, love us or hate us. We just ask you to turn your camera on and put your pecker away.
So speaking of anybody, and I mean anybody can just join. Let's bring just anybody to the screen right now with Mr. Brett. How are you, sir?
I am doing great.
Hold up, wait.
Trible Chief.
Hold up, wait. See, I had something I was going to say before you brought him on. I didn't know you were going to bring him on because I was going to say we got our Wiseman, Brett from Good Real Hunting, and well, fuck you, Brian.
You'll be okay. You got to tell me these things before I do dumb shit.
Normally you don't bring him on until you say, okay, let's bring him on. So fuck you.
And then I invited for shits and giggles an empty chair.
Is he actually? I was going to say, oh, no.
Ladies and gentlemen.
God, what an epic entrance.
I love it.
Florida Meth Man. Oh, wait. No, that's Bryce.
Yes, the guy you find in any circle.
If you guys don't mind, you know, you guys did your. I have one little introduction. We do have a special guest. I did bring this up to Mark. You know, I got my Wiseman in the building. I wouldn't be complete if I didn't have my right-hand man in the building. You want to come over and say hi?
Wait, I thought I was the Wiseman.
Is in the building. Cash is going to hang out. He's going to drop his picks as well with us tonight. That's my son. That's my youngest. So watch your fucking mouth, Bryce.
Hey, real quickly, does Glick not look like Kevin Owens?
Oh yeah, he could pull it. He could pull off a Kevin Owens.
I appreciate that. I like Kevin Owens, man.
No, I know. I love KO too. I was like, God, he looks like Kevin Owens. Like,
fight, Glick, fight.
Y'all remember when he got ran over by that golf cart?
Yeah,
dude, that shit was one of the wildest things I've ever seen.
Yeah, this is interesting. On here it says JVJ has low storage space.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
I'm just learning how to, you know, some of this stuff with pre-recording and all that. I'm just learning it all. So basically, when we are done here, you guys got to stay in the lobby for about 5 minutes after, because that'll be about.
Are you doing local recordings?
It's I don't know what the hell I hit.
If you're doing local recordings, it'll go off of their. If they have a StreamYard account, it'll go off of their StreamYard account. So depending upon what their storage situation is, that's
and we could download it. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, let's get ready to rumble.
All right. Since it's Money in the Bank, and normally when they start all off, they normally will start off with the first Money in the Bank. Either it's going to be men's or women's. So I'm going to do something. I'm going to put the women's up first. And these are your participants. You have Io Sky, Chelsea Green, Stark, Naomi,
Valkyria,
Laura Valkyrie, and then you have
Valkyria.
Yes,
Bacteria.
And then you have Tiffany Stratton.
All right.
And
did you guys catch all that?
Lord Bacteria? Yeah, I caught it. All right, who goes first?
Who do you want to go first, Mark? Call it out, buddy.
Bryce is going first. I was going to have. I mean, they went. I was going to have Glick go first. Yeah, okay. But he blacked it out. So Bryce, go.
It's okay. All right, so I'm going to take my pick first. This pick is 100% just I want this to happen pick. I would say I feel like I should be going with Tiffany Stratton. I feel like maybe, but at the same time, the thing about Tiffany is still young, and they, she's got a long way to go. They could, prep her for a little longer and build her up some more. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and this is just me wanting this to happen. I'm going to say Chelsea Green. And just off of the sheer fact that I want to see it happen.
Can you do the voice?
No, I can't do the voice.
Oh, come on. You got to do that. If you're going to pick Chelsea.
Samantha Urban does the best.
Oh, hell yeah.
Chelsea Green.
Chelsea Green.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, Brett's in the house. Brett, who do you got on this one?
See, I wish I could be like Bryce over there and go with Chelsea Green, just because I feel like she could be very entertaining with that Money in the Bank contract and do a lot of great comedy stuff with it. Unfortunately, SmackDown needs a game-changing superstar because Bayley's title run has been nothing but bland. Nia's not going to help the situation. Plus, they instilled a particular storyline that's going to happen for when Nia beats Bayley. Someone's going to catch on Nia immediately. It'll be somebody right beside her. And right now, my pick is going to be, it's time, baby. It's Tiffy time. Tiffany Stratton. It's because we need a freaking game-changing bang inventor. And I feel like Tiffany Stratton's personality, her character, her promo, and more importantly, her wrestling ability with the prettiest moonsault I've ever seen in such a long time. Tiffany Stratton is going to bring home the Money in the Bank briefcase. And I think she cashes it in on SummerSlam for when Nia wins.
I would not be mad about that.
Glick, you're in the house now?
Glick doesn't get to go first. Glick, Cash goes before Glick.
Okay. Who you got in the women's ladder match? Who's going to win? Naomi.
That's actually a very solid pick.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I think everybody's picking a lot of different stuff here.
That's
Brian.
Good.
Oh, you want me to go?
Yep.
Valkyria.
Ooh, okay.
Gonorrhea?
So you're behind the whole Triple H thing.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Her getting brought in the way that she did, I feel like they're just trying to push her, and they're going to try to push her real quick to see what she's capable of. So I think that it's going to be Valkyria.
Okay.
If I'm messing her name up, I apologize ahead of time.
Valkyria.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Glick.
As much as I want to agree with Cash and I gotta go with Stratton.
There's two.
That's my tribal chief.
Not Tiffany.
I'm sorry. Not Stratton. Sorry. I can't stand either one of them. Green.
Chelsea Green.
You are not my tribal chief.
She's getting the most ridiculous fucking push for no reason. She's trash. And it's just that one of those WWE things. They will just randomly give a trash person a Money in the Bank.
Well, see, I originally had actually said I wanted Green. But being that it's not Vince McMahon doing this, Green I don't think would win. If it was because he's put it on some of the weirdest people in the past just because he wanted to for the women and men, and Green would be one of them. To me, I think for some reason, I think Zoe Stark actually does.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't be mad at that.
Holy cow, there's a bunch of different picks here.
Oh, man. Poor Io Sky.
Nobody picked Io.
She won it last year. I don't see her winning it again.
I don't see her doing a back-to-back.
Yeah, I don't see a back-to-back. She is not.
No. Okay, so let me run through it real quick for you guys. Just make sure I got everybody on paper correct. Mark has picked Zoe Stark, Glick, Chelsea Green, myself, Valkyria, Bryce, Chelsea Green, and Brett, Chelsea Stratton.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cash, Naomi. I got it all right.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Okay.
Buddy. Give him.
Sometimes.
We're gonna put the championship match. I don't think this will be the final one. So if it is, well, I don't think it'll be the main event.
Actually, I'll debate that. I think the World Heavyweight Championship match is going to be the main event, and there's a particular reason for it, but I'll save it for later.
You think it's a cash-in?
Maybe.
I mean, it could be, but yeah, I mean, it would make sense. Go ahead and let's see here, Brett.
All right, for the World Heavyweight Championship match, I think this is going to be a very good match, and I finally will think that this would be a bigger standout match for Damian Priest than the McIntyre match. I think Seth Rollins is going to really get him going and to prove himself, and I really want Damian Priest to win. I really, really want that for him, but if you're going to sell Gunther being the next big world champion, you got to have a credible, prestige wrestler to do it. So for me, I think Seth freaking Rollins is going to be your new world heavyweight champion so he can lose to Gunther at SummerSlam. And that would put more prestige on Gunther's world title reign than what Damian Priest can do.
So you've got Seth. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Glick.
I think this is going to be the biggest test for Damian so far, and I think they're going to keep pushing him. I don't foresee the Judgment Day breaking up yet, which is what would lead to with him, and Seth's going to have to go back to the end of the line. I'm going Damian.
Cash, who you got, buddy?
Who you got?
I think it's going to be Damian because he's going to push himself because he doesn't want to leave the Judgment Day. But I can see maybe Finn getting involved.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point.
Maybe. I'm going to write that down.
Actually, that very much can happen because you got to think about it. They're pushing the tension between the group. Damian told them not to go down there, but how many times he told them not to, and they did it anyways against his demand.
They're gonna do what the hell they want to do.
That's what I'm saying, and it could very well lead to some more problems because the tension is building there in that group.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Be the best opportunity for Finn Balor to take control of the Judgment Day by knocking Damian Priest out himself.
Well, Bryce, since you brought that up,
who do you got?
Who you got, buddy?
So I'm gonna take Damian Priest here just because of the fact that the storyline, there's just so much going on there with the Judgment Day. For one, Rhea Ripley isn't even back yet, so you really can't end it
I think so.
until she's there. If she's not there, it wouldn't make sense to end it because she is a big part of it. I think she shows up. Yeah, I'm curious to see how when she comes back, how she's going to react to the whole. Because it's really fallen to shit ever since she walked out the door. I know that's how they planned it storyline, but it's going to shit the second she left. And so when she comes back, I'm interested to see how it goes there. But yeah, I see Damian retaining tonight, or not tonight, but at Money in the Bank, I see him retaining. And I could even, I know SummerSlam we got a whole show for that, but I could even see somehow him retaining over Gunther.
Ooh, okay.
Not clean. Not clean.
Okay.
Hold on,
No. I think
but I could see a way that they could deny him. They could deny him until later on. They could hold him off.
Oh, so do you think Gunther's going to? They're holding off the world title win for Gunther for his Germany pay-per-view?
No,
very. I can see that. I can see it would make sense for him to win it there. Because one thing, I mean, yeah, it's one thing to go in as a champion, go in Germany, but for him to win it in Germany would be 100 times better.
That's true.
True. Brian?
I am going to say Damian Priest on this one, and I'm going to say you're going to see a little blonde girl walk around the ring, and there's the distraction kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But she keeps implementing herself into the Judgment Day. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's going to be what causes Damian to retain. You know, I was thinking out loud earlier, and I was like, oh, maybe she walks down, and then like Seth points at her or something, and then like all of a sudden he just gets him to a point where he can curb stomp him. But I just don't. I don't think it's Seth's time yet. I really don't. I don't think it is. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there, because I think there's more coming in that little group too. So just so you guys know, Mark
Priest, and I'm going to say this is the start of the end of him being part of the Judgment Day, and I'm betting at SummerSlam, just to say it, will be him ending at SummerSlam of being part of the Judgment Day.
Okay,
and it could as well be the end of somebody else in the Judgment Day too. Yeah, I could see that happening too, because of you have another woman that all the guys like, so Rhea Ripley might be gone too. I think the two original members of the group.
All right, you want to throw that next match up on the screen, and then we're going to let Cash go first this time.
Damn.
Uh-oh.
This is hard.
Sami Zayn versus the Steiner brothers. No, I'm just kidding. he 100% looks exactly like his father, dude. I swear.
Yeah, he's not hiding from that.
He is like the perfect genetic combination between Scott and Rick. And you would swear those
like they had a baby together.
Yeah, like they made it and created it. Maybe they both impregnated Ricky's wife, and it was just like, we're gonna create an actual genetic fucking freak.
He is a genetic freak, and he is a badass, and he's tired of people getting in his business.
I'm gonna have to say Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn, the Cinderella story, Cash says, continues for Sami.
While we're sitting on your screen, Glick, go ahead, buddy.
Man, I gotta disagree with Cash here. Get out of my way. It's breaker time. Braun for the IC title.
Bryce?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Glick. It's definitely gonna be Braun. Just because off the fact that Sammy's run, I mean, he had his little run. It's been great, but it's been kind of underwhelming. The matches actually have been pretty. Some of the matches have been pretty decent. The ones he had with Chad Gable were pretty good, but I think as far as the storytelling goes, it just hasn't been there for me.
I think it'll be a great match between the two of them.
Oh yeah,
but Braun's just too much for Sami to handle. At the end of the day, he's a lunatic fringe, man. He's 100 miles an hour. It'll be a great match regardless. Sami always puts on great matches.
Yeah, it does.
And it looks like Brett's
he might cash.
Oh,
Brett's ready?
Yeah, I am ready when you guys are. Let me tell you this. We're in Canada this weekend at Money in the Bank, Sami Zayn's homeland. So the fans are going to go wild. It's going to be a really hard environment to win in. Like, the only way to beat Sami Zayn in Canada is you got to have that dog in you. What a perfect wrestler we have, and Braun Breaker having that dog in him. Because I'm telling you, Braun Breaker is going to break Sami Zayn in half this Saturday, because I feel like they really want to set this push for Braun Breaker, and the best way to do that is with the title that will help you get to the main event picture. That is the Intercontinental title. So Braun Breaker will win that title, but the only main reason why we're ending Sami Zayn's story of the Intercontinental title now is because we're having some big plans for Sami Zayn later on towards War Games for November, because this is going a little bit ahead of the future. Sami Zayn or Roman Reigns, he's going to need his honorary oos.
I'm still up on that one if he's going to ask him or not, but
so that's going to have to be like a couple of shows into the future.
Well, listen, I was way out into the future when I told you guys that there was going to be a whole lot of bloodline coming.
Mm-hmm.
I told y'all that. Glick didn't believe me.
Yeah,
I made him a believer. It just didn't happen at Mania. It happened weeks after Mania when they started introducing everyone.
Right.
And I told you that there were brothers coming. I was like, more brothers. On this one, guys, I absolutely 100% don't think that Sammy is going to keep that title around his waist. It is very unfortunate that he has to go against someone like Braun Breaker, who is, in fact, going to break him. So, that is my pick.
And anyone to put over Braun Breaker at this point right now into his run, Sami Zayn's the perfect opponent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, he's a giving opponent too. You know what I'm saying? Like he's going to help the kid get over. So good deal.
I picked Breaker.
Give me something. Give me something here, Mark. Why did you pick Braun Breaker?
I didn't. It was a give me. I've seen the man live. I've seen him wrestle actually live at the Armory.
He killed Ricochet on live television.
Yeah. But you know, if to pick him out of all of it is because he's showing more in the past month and a half than most people have shown their whole career. I mean, look how fast that fucker is. I mean, he goes pretty fast. God.
Listen, here's my dream match. Braun versus Braun. That's going to be... And I want him to do the run around the ring in the opposite direction and just decimate one another.
Oh.
How's that going to work?
The arena will explode.
It could be an interesting match, but I see Breaker going on top of that one.
You're absolutely insane, dude. Strowman's been doing it a lot longer than that kid.
Doesn't matter.
All right. Well,
Breaker
we'll save that for that match when we start to talk about that.
All right.
All right,
next
Mark, you get to throw that next one up there. And since you got so much energy, you get to go first.
Me? I don't have energy. I just said I was in a better mood.
So this is
yep. And
New Bloodline versus what are they calling themselves? Cody and
they don't have a
Cody K. They don't have a name? Okay.
No.
All American Rejects.
All right, for this one, I actually you can't have a story going and then squash it all. So I took the Bloodline.
Ooh.
And, you could say one thing or the other, but you have the Bloodline on top of, telling a great story. You're getting ready to introduce Roman Reigns back into this fold. You're not going to have them lose. Because if you have them lose, then Roman can say, see, you wrestled together and you didn't get shit done.
Okay. Bryce, who you got, buddy?
So they haven't told anybody who the three are going to be yet, right? It's still up.
No.
We got two of the three.
All three are there.
All three are there.
No, I'm talking about the Bloodline.
It's not 3 of the 4. It's not what the fuck's his name?
Tonga?
It's
Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, Jacob Fatu, and Solo.
Jacob Fatu is not supposed to be in the match.
Okay.
Damn.
But that can change at any point in time, like you said. But right now, he was the one that was not supposed to be in the match.
All right.
Bloodline rules.
If it follows that way, and that's the way it works out, I got the Bloodline guy going over, and I'm gonna go even further and call it a shot. I'm gonna say Solo pins Kevin Owens because right now I see Cody and Randy are kind of you got these subtle hints that Cody and Randy are building up to a feud, right? For the WWE Championship.
Oh yeah, the look at the belt the other day. I was yeah.
So the point being, neither one of them need to lose right now, and so Kevin Owens is the only one in the mix that really doesn't have anything to gain or lose from the situation. So it would make sense for Kevin to take the pin, and I think Solo will be the one to make the pin.
Being that
he's the head of the table. Head of the table gets the scraps basically.
I like that math.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go next real quick on this one. I don't have anything special to say about this one. I just feel that really has to continue with the bloodline. So, in fact, I feel the bloodline goes over on this one. You got to remember, even though you've got 3-on-3, there's always that fourth member of the bloodline lurking in the waters. So that's why you're going to have some issues, at the ring. So
you're likely to have another one debut.
It's very possible.
I mean, it is at this point. I mean, they just keep coming.
They got another cousin.
There's 2 more coming, but I feel like that's coming a little bit later on down the road.
I was just say Jacob has a brother that they keep hinting towards is going to be potentially Roman Reigns.
He's getting ready to leave MLW here in the next month. So
they're rumoring him coming in and siding with Roman.
Right.
Let's go to Glick and then to Cash.
Who you got? I'll let you go first.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with Cody, Randy, and Kevin. And I feel like there's gonna be a new member to the bloodline, or somebody's gonna come out and attack the bloodline since what they did to Paul Heyman on SmackDown.
You think it's coming that quick, huh?
I don't.
That would be something if Roman came back.
I don't think Roman will come back. I did think of somebody else that could come back to do the job, and that's Lesnar.
Rock?
No,
Lesnar. Brock.
Jimmy.
Well,
Jimmy. I've even thought of that. Yes, Cash. I've thought of that one. Jimmy coming back and costing the bloodline the match, but I'm not sure on how that would work just yet.
Mm-hmm.
I see Jimmy and Jay reunion coming soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that'll happen when Roman comes back.
Yeah, it's just a shame that Jay didn't get his singles title in that meantime. I don't think Jay's single run is done yet.
It's not done yet.
No.
I think they're gonna come back together to be for Roman, but I think his title run's ready to come, but I don't think it's the world title.
Yeah, it's going to be after that storyline for Jey Uso.
Yeah.
All right, Glick, what you got, buddy?
It is very hard to not choose Cody and RKO. Mainly because you're really going to squash the champ against these wannabe bloodline guys. However, I think there's going to be obviously Jacob is going to get involved in the match, and there is an Uso brother that is pissed off and hell bent on vengeance, and he's going to interfere, but it's going to be a little too late. Not going to be quite that extra and I think that they're going to push the bloodline because they're going to push this fake bloodline, OG bloodline rivalry coming up here in the next coming months.
Yeah,
that's right. That's right. All right, Brett.
I don't want him to win.
That's why
we left you out. We left you hanging there.
Yeah, it's okay. Hey, no, all good, man. My thing is, I know the Bloodline's going to win. I just don't know how they're going to win because it all really just depends on what they want to do with Roman. Do they want to bring him back now? Because I hear a lot of rumblings. They're saving his return for SummerSlam. And that's why I'm going to go with those rumors right now because to me, those rumors are getting a little bit louder. And plus, I don't think you need Roman Reigns right now. You kind of need to sell that the Wiseman is gone for a whole month. And during that whole month, that Wiseman is looking for Roman Reigns. And then after a month, then that's when you bring Roman Reigns to a big pop at SummerSlam to end the show. So if we're going to play along that storyline, I say the Bloodline wins. Jacob Fatu is going to get majorly involved. And then that's when Solo pins Cody Rhodes. So that at SummerSlam, we get Cody Rhodes versus Solo for the world title.
You think he's ready for that push?
As me, like a couple of months ago, I would tell you this is ridiculous. Solo doesn't deserve this. But the last 2 weeks for Solo have impressed me so much. Give him the opportunity. Give him a big stage. He's not going to win, but as long as he looks great, that's something they can build towards for the future. And plus, you really need a strong match out of him against Cody Rhodes in order for him to be a credible threat to Roman Reigns and his bloodline for the feud.
Yeah, I think it'll just be one of those well, I don't want to call it a charity match, but a match to give Solos a little extra, like you said.
Yeah,
right?
and Roman, of course, is going to come out and distract Solo, and that's when Cody will beat him. So it won't be a clean victory, but it'll just something to ignite that feud.
Yeah,
it's just 6-man tag match.
Okay. I know, feels like a street fight.
But man, I'm disappointed Jacob Fatu's not going to be wrestling because, dude, if you see his highlight tapes, that dude is a main
I've watched him.
He is a main eventer, right? Especially how they treated him last Friday.
Why is he not wrestling? Why is he not wrestling?
It's something to do with Major League Wrestling. It's something to do with that. They gave him permission. His contract came up. But it's still, he had something left on it that he had to do, so he can't really wrestle a whole lot. But then again, you never know, they may change it up beforehand and everything might work out better that way. It varies.
God. Okay. We need to see him because some of the things that man can do, I'm telling you, and how they treated him on SmackDown with his theme song, The Red Light, they're already treating him as a main eventer, and it's going to be fantastic to watch. You all have seen nothing yet out of Jacob Fatu.
Oh, I know. I've seen a lot out of him.
Mm-hmm. All right, Mark. What you contemplating over their life?
Yeah. Definitely. Just hold on.
We have a show for that. It's on Mondays. It's called Men Caring for Men. So you're more than welcome to join anytime.
Hey, shut up. Anyways, we have one match left. And before we do that, we're going to take a quick break.
Everybody go pee.
Yeah. So
the boss of me.
But I did pick out a song for this one. It's called New Saviors. And they did a cover for Kingdom.
Wrestling has been royal family.
Adrenaline in my soul, every thought out of control. Do it all to get them off their feet.
quite interesting.
I will have to check them out and listen to some of them. Probably not their best work. But
Well,
they
no,
did a
I
decent
mean,
job.
they did a
I
decent
would
job
like
with
to
that
check
one.
them out. I
Little
definitely want to
flat, little flat.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say it was the best, but I didn't say it was the worst. I seen,
No, definitely not the worst. No, definitely.
I seen a couple that were, I just didn't like them. They were just music, they were using the guitar, but using the other stuff for background, and I'm like, this was probably the best one I heard that was a cover.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check them out. I wrote their name so I didn't forget because I'm gonna check them out and listen to some of their other stuff and see like how they do. Sound like they could be a really good band.
I checked out a few of their songs and I liked them, but
what church do they sing at?
That's a hard song to do though. That's a hard song to do. I like you said, Mark. I've looked up because I use that for my intro on Friday nights, and I can't remember the band who does it, but it was hard to find a good cover of that song. That is vocally that is a very hard song to do.
All right, we want to talk wrestling more.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Yeah, got one more match. What'd you say? What'd you say, Brett?
I say yeah. It's a segue. So.
All right, that's the big one right there, guys. That's the big one right there.
LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, Jey Uso, Andrade.
Words are hard.
Carmelo Hayes, and some dumbass. I mean,
you talking about Chad Gable?
Yes.
Thank you.
That's such a stack. That is a stacked Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the thing. Chad Gable is such a great wrestler, right? But there is a hindrance upon that poor man.
Shut up. Cash, you go first.
Who you got in Money in the Bank?
Jason.
You're saying it's Money in the Yeet?
Yeah. But I think after the match, the Wyatt Six is gonna come for Chad. Like they're gonna interfere with the match. Like Chad is gonna get the briefcase, but they're
okay, Cash. Why don't you just read off my damn script? Okay.
I literally just wrote that down too right before we came back on. I was like, "This is going to happen."
I think
you were talking about it earlier, Mark.
I think all of us being like big wrestling fans, we all know it's a gimme.
Yeah, we all know you should. When we watch wrestling together, man, he's breaking down scenarios for next week. Yeah. What's going to happen? He's breaking down the pay-per-views. He was excited to be a part of this show tonight. So
awesome. Yeah, well, we're happy to have you.
Yeah, very happy to have you.
Your turn.
Man, it is. This is tough. Obviously, Wish version Kurt Angle is not going to win. Angle 2.0, whatever you want to call him, he's not going to win. This is a very tough pick. And I got to say something. Might be a hot topic. Not a very good opinion. I'm sick and tired of fucking Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
I like Drew McIntyre. I'm sick and tired of him in the championship hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to what Brett said earlier. It's not quite Jimmy's or Jay's time yet. The Mexican guy. I'm not even going to try to butcher his name.
Andrade.
He's still a mid-card guy to be. So I got to go with my guy. LA Knight.
Yeah.
LA Knight.
And all you have to do is call him Mr. Flair.
Mr.
Andrade, because he's married to
yeah, he's Charlotte's husband.
Really?
Or why?
Are they still married?
He's Charlotte's wife.
Mm-hmm. That's why he came back to the WWE.
Yeah.
They've been married for 2 years now. Maybe 3.
Yeah, he's married.
Okay, Brian.
And Rhea's married.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
Oh, so Earlier, I was trying to tell you that Gable's got that little shadow that's been haunting him.
Oh shit! Never mind. Let's just take him off the screen. Oh.
I think we all agree on what's going to happen to Gable.
Yeah.
Removes Chad Gable from the match. Okay. I think now because they're pushing the heel of Carmelo, I think it comes down to him and LA Knight.
Oh, I forgot about him. Totally.
I think it comes down to him and LA Knight, and I really wanted to take LA Knight, but because Glick did, I'm not going to. I'm going to take Carmelo.
Do you anything from WrestleMania?
No.
It's wise to pick with me.
Wow. Is it on me?
Yeah.
Tag team.
I'm gonna have to go with LA Knight in this one, just because of the fact of so obviously Chad. I don't even know how Chad's still wrestling. I thought he got shot in the head a couple weeks ago.
Everybody said that, but
the whole internet.
It's a miracle.
Everybody said he was dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he was shot.
I didn't know the Wyatt 6 was packing. You know what I mean?
I didn't see no gunshot to his head. So
the Wyatt 6 shooters.
Yeah, they should be called the Wyatt 9s. But no, I can see. Okay, so they'll obviously cost Chad, and then you can probably say right now LA Knight it's been his time, or it feels like it's been his time for a while now. He's been right there. The fans are behind him, and they're only going to be behind you for so long before eventually, they just grow tired and they go to the next thing. And I feel like if they don't capitalize now, it'll never happen. And I really feel that way. I feel like if they do not capitalize on LA Knight soon, it's not going to happen. I mean, he's getting up there in age, and they've already talked about numerous times in the past about him possibly never winning because of his age and him being so old, and like the doubt of do you think you'll ever be able to win that title with your age? So I feel like they have to pull the trigger. And everyone else, I feel like there's going to be a lot of outside interference in this match. I think Punk will come back and cost Drew. I think Punk will cost Drew. I think the White 6 will cost Gable. And I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if a Bloodline member jumped Jay just to kind of put a little extra piece. Not saying that will happen, but it wouldn't surprise me. So I can see a lot of outside interference in this match. But I think LA Knight will get it. Carmelo's still young. He's got a ways to go. Andrade just doesn't feel right now. I don't think he's really been pushed enough to really win it right now.
Being brought back into the picture, I don't think he should be pushed right now.
Yeah, exactly. So I just think I got to go LA Knight here. And I'm with Glick. I'm so sick and tired of Drew McIntyre. I'm so sick of that shit every week.
Cash wants to add something here. What do you want to add?
I think Logan going to interfere and use the brass knuckles to LA Knight.
I just wrote it on my script.
Okay, I'm done.
That's what I was doing.
That's it. I'm done. I mean,
man, that is great. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, I just wrote it down too. Hey, game respects game. That's awesome.
Listen,
that's awesome.
There's a whole lot that could happen in the men's ladder match here because of all the interference I think could happen. And maybe it does. Maybe it just happens a little bit at a time.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing it. At least if I was to. Okay, never mind. I'll wait.
I don't think it's a loss. I don't think there's anybody that could win the match that you could sit there and say, okay, that was a loss. I think any of these guys win the match. It could be good. It could be used. If used properly, it could be used. Any of these guys.
Agreed.
Yeah. All right.
All right. I'm going to go by each individual real quickly, and I'll announce my winner. Are we doing the crazy picks right now, or are we saving that for after this match? Or after
after this match.
Okay, so I'll wait, even though y'all probably can figure it out here. But here's what I'm going to do. Andrade and Carmelo Hayes are in this match just to stand out and to show out with what they got to be athletic and just bring energy to the match. So they're going to have great performances, but they are not going to win. Chad Gable it's already been mentioned that Uncle Howdy is going to get involved and cause Chad Gable to really start that feud to the next level. Jey Uso, I don't think the Bloodline's going to interfere with him because they're not worried about him because he's on Monday Night Raw until Jay inserts himself onto SmackDown. That's when they'll worry about him. But Jay will still do some good things, but like y'all say, it's not his time yet. LA Knight, he is a great popular pick in this match, but again, just like my buddy up there just said, this is where Logan Paul is going to cost LA Knight the match, because here's why too. Yes, LA Knight needs a world title run, but Triple H wants to like experiment around to say, hey, I'm going to give you this title, the U.S. title. Can you elevate that title, or is the title going to elevate you? LA Knight's going to pass that test. Then that's when LA Knight will win a Royal Rumble, and then that's when he'll get his big title opportunity. I would say the world title, not the WWE title, but that's featured down the road. LA Knight's time's coming, but he's going to win that U.S. title at SummerSlam. So LA Knight will not win. So my official pick, it's got to be that Scottish psychopath. I know you all don't like it, but you have to go with the story they're building. So that, to me, I'm going with Drew McIntyre. It's going to win this match, and you'll understand why here in a little bit.
All right. Fuck.
It's I think it's your turn, buddy.
Oh, I know. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to say this. You can go through like what Brett said. You can go through each one of them to say why they, last year everybody thought LA Knight was going to win because he was the most popular. He was most everything. Like this year, they think that, most people think Jay's going to win it. I don't think so because I don't think it's his time. I think it's LA Knight's time, but I think it's going to be help. It's going to be weird, but I think each one of them has somebody that's going to come after them, except for Andrade and Hayes. Those two don't have anybody yet that really stands out for a feud for them. I mean, they should just put those two in a feud. I mean, it might work.
That'd be a good match.
Start a feud. Think about
that'd be a great match.
This could start a match. They could start that.
Right.
Feud.
I think I do not believe that Drew will win this because I believe Punk, or even a step further than that, AJ Lee shows up.
Ooh.
What?
I've been hearing that too.
What? Y'all better stop.
Because they brought her into this with that bracelet. A stupid thing to have. A bracelet. I stole his bracelet, so I got his family with me instead. I think it's LA Knight's time, and he could hold that briefcase and still go for the U.S. title.
Is AJ
and if
that's
they
crazy to me?
But if they do
dance around the ladder like she did John Cena before she pushed it over on him,
I mean, anything's interesting. Anything could happen, but I think each one of these, like Jay, like Cash said, or anybody can come in and do anything to bring Jay into the bloodline thing. But I don't know if I think that's still a little stretching it just a little bit right now. But I mean, all said and done, I think it's LA Knight's time.
So strange story here, guys, is there are two people that we have picked not to win 100%. And those two people were Chad Gable, and who was the other one?
Carmelo.
No. Nobody picked
Andrade.
and nobody picked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck, Brian? Why did you pick Hayes?
Just wait for it, bro. Just wait for it.
Mello is in the bank.
I always find it to be a curse because whoever the most popular superstar going into Money in the Bank night, they usually lose. You notice that?
Right.
But
well, that's
I like
what I'm saying.
it.
Last year, it was LA Knight. This year, it's Jey Uso. I believe that neither, that's why I'm saying that I think LA Knight's going to win this year because he didn't win it last year. So what happens? They wait another year. Vince is out of the picture. LA Knight's time.
I could tell you he's going to win it next year if we're doing an early pick for next year. I think next year, Logan Paul's going to win it.
Oh fuck no! That's it. That's it.
Get rid of him.
I'm
Okay,
no, Logan Paul. I will admit that he took to wrestling like it was like swimming in a like swimming. He took
Like riding a
like
bike.
that. Right. He did great with that. But I don't want to see him in a world title picture again. He doesn't need to be.
Not
To me,
not for
he's
a
not.
couple more years.
Let him quit being so green, and he's not really green because look what shit he can do.
Yeah, I was about to say he's further along than what Kurt Angle was during the time too. So like his progression has been nothing but astounding.
And I also hate to say this too about Logan, and I couldn't stand the man for the longest time, but he's starting to grow on me just a little bit.
I'm telling you, he's good, man. I'm telling you, he knows how to be a heel.
His promos are getting better too.
Yes,
because Triple H is allowing him to be himself, which is great.
Right. Well, that's
and his prime hydration is fantastic, by the way.
He's got to flash it right in the middle of the ring. It's like a constant reminder that Logan's around the entire night.
Yep. Once they fire him, they're gonna pull Prime. Then what are they gonna get?
I don't know how that's gonna work.
You're gonna have this stupid ass wolf logo on the fucking ring post.
Maybe they'll put RVD's rolling papers in there.
No, Job. The Job ones, dude. That'd be fantastic. Yeah.
All right. I want you guys to pick one thing that is going to happen, what you think is going to happen. That could be
that we haven't talked about so far.
That'll be a surprise. And I guess Brett wants to go first.
Please, I would love this because, like I said, Drew McIntyre is going to win the Money in the Bank ladder match. What he said at the end of Raw instantly made me change my pick and everything. Drew McIntyre said, "I'm walking out of Money in the Bank, World Heavyweight Champion, not with the briefcase, but with the World Heavyweight Championship." And just as he's about to do that, but CM Punk doesn't walk out. AJ Lee doesn't walk out. The biggest feud in WWE is Drew McIntyre and CM Punk's dog Larry. Larry just runs into the ring, jumps in, bites off Drew McIntyre's neck, leaves him lying in his pool of blood in the ring. Okay, now
I don't think Larry has any teeth.
Well, he's got these two little pointing teeth, but hey, that's okay. Hey, justice for Larry, folks. But no, seriously, folks, the music's going to hit, the whole arena's going to explode. CM Punk's going to come out, not attack Drew McIntyre, just distract him, and that's when Seth Rollins, who wins the world title, will beat Drew 1, 2, 3. And after that, or actually, no, sorry, Barry, I'm going to do something better just to set up some storytelling later on. This is what I'm going to do. CM Punk comes out, he will stare Drew McIntyre down. Then he's going to low blow Seth Rollins. CM Punk is going to do a disqualification where Seth Rollins wins by disqualification. So Drew McIntyre's Money in the Bank is cost. And then later on, if you want to, Seth Rollins and CM Punk has another added layer to their story.
Oh, that's a
now. See, okay, I could see that.
That's Triple H booking 101. He throws in a lot of crap.
I could see that happening. I really could. It would be interesting to see that, but I don't think they would because of the fact right now with CM Punk being the face, and Seth is a face. I don't think he would cost him like that.
Well, I think the audience will get behind it though, just because they know what it's going to mean for the story and for mainly CM Punk going after Drew, and they know that Seth and Punk are going head to head.
But that's also put that. If you're saying that, then they're going to put for that low blow, keep Punk as the face and Seth as a heel again.
Hey, that's everything too. Seth Rollins alluded to on Raw though. He said that if I don't beat Damian Priest, I'm going to have to reevaluate some things. So that can lead into a little bit of a heel turn.
And with Rollins being the face, I mean, are we not gonna talk about the baseball bat that came out with Cody? Are we not talking about this at all? I mean, nobody wants to get down on that with me.
I mean,
Like,
Brian,
did you not see that look? I mean, come on, bro. I mean, go ahead.
If that's something that you want to talk about, if
Talk about
think,
it. We got time.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you getting at with the baseball?
What are my implications? My implications, guys, for the bloodline match. I told you there was going to be some distractions and stuff like that. You're going to have that outside interference. Cody has backup. However, I'm not going to tell you that backup's going to help. That music's going to hit, but I think it's going to hit during the men's three-way.
You mean 6-man?
That's what I meant. The thing. The tangerine tree that I chopped down when Abe Lincoln was 5. I'm sorry.
CM Punk music?
Hold the Biden.
CM Punk music is going to
Yes.
And CM Punk is going to interfere and cost Cody.
Not interfere. Not interfere. I think that when the bloodline starts having their interference happen, the backup's going to come down to the ring. It's going to cause a big, huge distraction. And that distraction is going to be
you are aware that Punk is Raw, right? He's not SmackDown. They're not going to give him a feud with that right now.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't think the Cody Punk angle is even remotely close to being set up or even in the realm of possibility.
I don't care. I'm writing it down anyway.
Hey, points are on the line, so I
That's right. That's right. I don't get to lose. I get to lose.
That's like whose lines it anyway? The points don't matter.
That's right. All right. Glick?
I think that's one thing, just to kind of piggyback on what you said. The one thing we've noticed about Cody is ever since he's come back and he's had this feud with the bloodline, whether it was the original bloodline or this new bloodline, he's always got backup. He's always got a backup plan. And I like that because, back in the day, it was like, oh, great, we're watching John Cena get beat down by the Nexus for 6 fucking months or whatever, whoever that big stable was that they were pushing, beating
It was Nexus. You were right.
Well, no, I mean, I was just saying, like any big stable. I mean, when the Shield come out, when they originally came out, they beat down everybody, and nobody ever was. There was no.
At first it was great, and then it was it's boring.
Yeah, there was no pushback. Like the one time that Cena had backup, it was like the Great Khali and freaking John Morrison and
SummerSlam. SummerSlam. Yeah. Yep.
But no, I don't think there's going to be any major big surprises at Money in the Bank. I think obviously Jacob Fatu, whatever is going to he's 100% going to get involved. I think the biggest surprise I think is going to be the Jimmy return. But it's just not going to be enough to elevate Cody and Randy Orton and KO over the bloodline because they want to keep that push going for the bloodline. But he's got vengeance on his mind. But it's going to. I think the Jimmy return at Money in the Bank will start setting up for SummerSlam, Roman Reigns return, and I agree with now that Paul Heyman is out because of injuries after the beatdown that he sustained, and now he goes on his mythical journey to find his tribal chief. But it all starts with Jimmy.
All he's got to do is call Brett. All he's got to do is call Brett.
Yeah, but it all comes back.
Call Roman Reigns.
Yes.
Actually, sorry. Let me do it. Call Roman Reigns.
It all starts with Jimmy coming back for vengeance to help Cody and RKO at the end of the day.
I love that pick.
So Jimmy comes
What
back.
do you got? What's your big surprise of the night?
I feel like in the 6-man tag, everybody's going to be down except Cody and KO and Randy. then Jacob is going to come and start tearing them down. But then Jimmy and Jay come out and they reunite and they take Jacob down. Then then they all pin them.
So he's saying Jimmy and Jay.
Ooh, the Usos are back.
Uso. You want to say the old school Uso music's going to hit? The Uso Penitentiary?
Like they're both going to hit him with a super kick and an Uso splash.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Super Kick Symphony.
Dude,
I
can easily see.
not that this is like a surprise or anything major going to happen. This is more of a question. With the whole Chad Gable storyline that's going on right now with the Alpha Academy and the Wyatt Six, you think maybe they're setting up Gable to join the Wyatt Six?
Yeah,
No,
because
actually,
my family, I don't have my family now. The Wyatts are like they're the new family on the scene, and he's like a lost stupid puppy.
Actually, for that, for the Wyatt Six, there's supposed to be 6 members. Okay, yes, and everybody keeps thinking right, but I think there is already the 6th member. He just can't come. Bray Wyatt is the 6th member.
That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking. Bray was the 6th.
Ultimate fucking swerve in WWE history. Bray Wyatt's not really dead. He didn't actually die.
Bro, stop.
No, see,
that would be fucking nuts, huh?
Yeah, well,
that's
but
my surprise.
It's going to be actually, to bring that up, he's going to be joining up with 3 other people. They've already teased.
I think the Creed brothers and
the Creed brother and Ivy.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
That's going to do him a
and
lot of good.
And actually, it makes more sense to have him with them than what he had him with. Anyways.
Oh yeah, I agree. I thought that was going to happen and start to get a quicker push when they were in the hallway together.
Right. And then you might see them show the push starting now or at SummerSlam. One or the other, they're going to be pushing more, to try to save them from the Wyatt Sick.
Yeah, and Glick gave me an idea. Actually, I think Jacob Fatu's perfect first opponent is Jimmy Uso,
a cousin.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see a little bit more of like a sadistic kind of Jimmy embracing his Samoa heritage and coming out a little bit more tougher, maybe a little crazier, and to give him a little bit tougher edge. I don't want to see him go good guy like they've done in the past with the Usos or like
or like now. No Yeet or
yeah that's good. All right, Bryce.
All right, so I don't necessarily think this is going to happen, but if we're going to just pull shit out of our ass, things that might happen.
Oh, damn. That was a great build-up.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Should have let him go a long time ago. Damn. Now I missed it.
Hey, for fantasy booking purposes until he comes back, do you know what I would love to see, but it will never happen just because they're setting it up for somebody else? I would love to see a return of the heel Kevin Owens and feud with Cody Rhodes for the WWE title.
I think that would be something that's never been done yet. I think that.
I think that would be excellent, but they're saving it for Randy Orton to go heel, take out Kevin Owens for a mini feud, and then Randy Orton goes after Cody.
Listen, I don't think
Cody turn.
I don't think that's
what everybody wants, but
I don't think it's going to happen right now. I don't think it's going to happen right now. If it happens, it's going to be after the New Year,
WrestleMania. Mm-hmm.
Yep. But he's not here. I'm gonna say what I think. Because we never know when he's gonna come back. I think the Bloodline will introduce their new Wiseman.
Who do you think that is?
The new Bloodline introduces the new Wiseman.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
See that I want. It's weird to say, but I think Rikishi would be a great going against his own son.
No, I heard that today, and that's good.
I haven't read that one yet, but I know that Rikishi wants in this story. And I see to put him in the story and to make it good, why not go against his own sons?
Yeah, like they missed the opportunity to put him with his sons in their feud before WrestleMania. But yeah, I agree with you. I've been hearing Rikishi's name. I've been hearing, my name is Alamando.
Oh, I heard that one. Yes, I read that one today. Yeah, I heard that one today.
I think that would be cool.
Yeah, but
because
I think that would be a really good.
I think the one that I would go later on, not right now, but once The Rock comes back into the story, I'm pretty sure he's going to get The Rock's daughter involved in some way.
They need to.
There he is. Pull him back.
No, I agree, but it's The Rock. Like, come on, he's a narcissist. So.
Are you better now?
It just kicked me out. I don't know what. I guess it didn't want me to share my secrets with you guys.
I know. I was about to say the ultimate build-up, and you cut off. What the hell? Like,
so you missed it. You missed it. Mark's little secret. What he told his secret.
What was your
Mark's secret? Was the introduction of a new Wiseman to the new bloodline.
Oh, that actually would be great. Okay, here's my thing. Okay, hear me out. Now we're just pulling things out of our ass, so I'm just gonna do this. What if? Okay, so Bloodline versus RKO and Cody. Let's say, obviously, we're going to see the blood. Here's my first wild thing that's going to happen. Not really wild. I think it's going to happen. Cody's going to go through a fucking announce table because Cody loves going through announce tables. And I can see Cody going through an announce table. Now, here's the real kicker. What if towards the end of the match, rated RKO, Cody, they start to make a run and everything's going smooth. And I don't see this happening, but I'm going to call it. Randy Orton turns on KO and Cody and leaves them to drive by themselves. He might even RKO one of them. But I feel like he's gonna turn. He's gonna leave them high and dry, and that's what's gonna cost him the match. Randy will make his turn.
I love that. Especially if it's Cody and Randy at SummerSlam. I really love that. It's just, I don't know when Roman comes back. That's the only issue. That's why I don't know, but I love that pick, Bryce.
And if Roman's planning on coming back sooner than later, they need to go ahead and get it out the way if they're going to do it.
Agreed.
I think they do it at SummerSlam. Get a bigger pop out of everything. Not waste it on
that Cleveland crowd.
Yeah. Leave it up to Ohio people,
Yeah. So we've got some interesting we've got some really interesting picks, guys. We're gonna see what happens this Saturday.
Yes.
Yep. Saturday. This show will be aired on Thursday on the 4th of July. That's
the whole hard part, being that it's 4th of July and stuff.
What time do you play the show?
Yeah. So I was
thinking,
early. I think I was going to play it around 4.
Okay.
And it's my daughter's birthday also. I get to torment her for a little bit. So.
Okay.
She'll be
so you'll drop the episode about 4:00. So if you guys are online, you got a couple of minutes of free time. You want to go back and review and watch and see what we all discussed and said, and then you can make fun of me. Because I'm the easy target. No, nothing.
You make
nothing.
it so easy, though.
I try, bro. God, I give you ammunition.
I don't think you try that hard.
If Randy Orton turns and Cody goes through a table, I'm like a messiah or something. I'm like, I got the third eye.
We just declare Bryce the winner. Like
Bryce wins.
He gets every pick wrong, but he wins.
Cody loves to get put through an announce table. I've noticed it these past few months. He loves to go through an announce table.
That's silly. Okay, guys. Well, we want to thank you all for your time.
Stick in the green room.
We're going to wrap this up for a second. We're going to put you guys in the green room for just a minute. And Mark and I are going to talk about something, I think. What are we doing?
Yeah, we'll talk about something in just a second.
Oh, okay.
But we will be back with these guys actually August 1st for SummerSlam. It's a Thursday. It's, a live show. So
the same group of misfits?
Yes.
Plus one?
Plus Cash's welcomed also.
Mm-hmm.
I'd actually, I'd like, if anything else, get his picks and we can always add it to it. If he's off visiting or whatever.
If he's not going to be here, I'll get his picks ahead of time. So.
Yeah, please.
I think you had fun. You liked it?
Yeah.
Like doing the podcast thing?
Yeah.
I know you know wrestling. This kid's world revolves around wrestling.
Yeah.
Right
I was
now.
about to say, I respect him tonight. Like, he did some amazing picks and he backed them up. Yeah, he was. You were awesome, dude. You were really awesome.
Dude, if he went, let him wear the belt, right?
You had my wheel spinning. Yeah, he had my wheel spinning. Like, oh.
Yeah, if Cash wins, he gets the belt for a month, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got his own.
He's got his own. That's what I'm talking about. Champ Jr.
Yeah.
Dude, Cash is just more intelligent than most of AEW wrestling fans.
Who's got the better show?
That's
right
a
now?
low bar, though. Come on.
Wait,
who's got the better show? Raw.
Yeah, right now he's got the better show. Raw or SmackDown?
Raw does. I think once Roman comes back, it's SmackDown.
I think they're going back and forth with it.
They literally are. It's hard to choose.
Yeah, right now they got their storylines going great.
Yeah.
And then you throw NXT in there, and they got some good stories too. So it's
and NXT's beating AEW right now. And plus, here's the deal too: once Raw goes to Netflix, it's easily going to be Raw.
Oh,
yes, because they don't no more censor. I can't wait because they keep censoring the shit out of it all, and it's aggravating.
Yeah. They're censoring the crowds when they say "Holy shit!" Yeah,
especially at 10 o'clock at night. They did it on Raw last night. They were saying "Holy shit," and they were censoring. I'm like, why are you? It's after 10 o'clock. You can say those words, after a certain time.
Plus, it's on a cable network. It's not your local television.
I think we're all
right. But even just flipping off Nia Jax shouldn't get black screened.
I was like, what the hell did they black screen Nia Jax? Did her boob come out?
Because people were flipping her off. I was like, I'd love to see that because that helps Nia's heel character.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, come on.
But we can't do that. We can't. But as soon as it goes off arch, you guys, now let's watch Breaking Bad. You know what I mean? Like, now let's.
Well, actually,
like, bro, what the fuck?
If come September when they change the rating, that stuff will stop too.
Yeah.
Because I can't wait for that.
I swear to God, if it gets to Netflix and I got to pay for it, I'm going to be pissed.
Oh,
you don't got to pay. No, you don't have to pay for it. You just got to pay if you don't want commercials.
Triple H said that when they go to Netflix, they're going to do whatever they want to do.
It's uncensored.
They can do whatever they want. Yep.
It's going to be great.
Naked pudding wrestling. I'm in. Let's watch this.
And the rumor is Braun's going to be the heavy front runner, so that's when I feel like once that happens, Braun's going to be a major world title contender. And I'll even throw this out there: I think Braun Breaker beats Gunther for the world title at WrestleMania next year in Las Vegas.
Ooh,
I mean, he did beat him for the title in NXT.
He's wanted the only three to beat Gunther, so it makes sense.
Is Cody still WWE champion by WrestleMania next year?
I say yes.
I say yes. I say yes. I think if anything, if he loses at WrestleMania, right? If he loses at WrestleMania, then that's one thing. But I think they're going to try to give him a run longer than a year.
A long run.
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm about to say they got to because Rock told him he was going to come back and face him. So I know him and Rock is going to happen.
I think that's going to happen at WrestleMania.
I think that's going to happen at the Royal Rumble, and Roman Reigns is going to cost The Rock.
Oh, that could happen.
I mean, that could happen, and that wouldn't be a bad. I agree with that.
Roman versus still Rock at WrestleMania without the title.
Yeah,
it doesn't need the title in my opinion.
It doesn't need a title, but it gives that special, whatever.
So who would we have as Cody's opponent? Who would we see?
That's the $1 million question, because I would save Randy Orton for that and just take the rest of this half of the year to build up a heel Randy Orton for that. Yeah. But I don't think they're going to wait on that because Cody's going to need some attention right after he's done with the Bloodline after SummerSlam. You need that whole entirety to figure out what to do with them. So that's why I feel like
give him small. You can give Cody small feuds until. Royal Rumble and have Randy Orton win it all.
That's the thing. Who
it's so far from now that so much could happen, and then you think of like you think of like the Carmelo Hayes and the wrestlers like that, and you think, man, another 6,
you
7
could get the
months
mid
now,
carders.
how good, if the fans can get behind them in that time period, if they get better in that time period, like you could be looking at someone who's not even in the question now, can be a main event threat,
Right?
By Royal Rumble next year.
I could see an Andrade and Cody Rhodes title match for a random premium live event.
That would be a good match.
Andrade's
a hell of a wrestler. People got to give him his flowers and a little more respect. He's a hell of a wrestler.
I actually said this on a live
luchador.
stream. I actually said this on someone's live stream earlier today. I think Selena Vega needs to get back to being paired with Andrade because her promo game recently has been awesome when she's allowed to speak. So thank you, Triple H. So I feel like we need to put her as the mouthpiece to Andrade.
Andrade, when he first came in, they were paired together. She was like his mouthpiece,
and she was in NXT. It was amazing.
Yep.
But Charlotte Flair's not going to let that happen. So
Mike's there, and she's a pretty dang good wrestler too. I got to say that.
Not bad. She's not bad.
I've seen a lot worse.
We need a women's mid card title, and that would be a perfect place for Selena to be.
Yeah.
They give it about another year, it might actually happen.
So I'm jealous of NXT for actually being ahead of the game on that with the mid card women's title.
Well, that's where you started all off at. You want something started, see how well it works. Let's put it in NXT.
Experiment. So that's perfect.
And one thing about Shawn Michaels, he's gonna make something work.
Especially when they get once they get Joe Hendry on NXT, it's game over.
I want to see how that one. I want to see how that one goes because I think that they can make. They can make.
Don't say his name.
Yeah, don't say his name too much. He'll come on. Oh,
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Say his name and he appears. Man, that shit. It was
cool. WWE. I think that's going to be awesome.
I would say Royal Rumble. He gets a good a surprise entry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be a huge pop too. That'll be a huge
the biggest pop of the night.
He comes out as a surprise entry.
People know who he was. That was the biggest takeaway from it all. Like people knew, like they were singing his song when he came out, and I was like, "Oh, wow, okay, these people."
It's far from done between NXT and TNA. It's going to be interesting to see how they do it. I think War Games would be awesome between those two.
Mm-hmm. I think that would be awesome.
It'd be really cool is if one day they would just like if WWE and AEW and New Japan, if they could ever come around and like have like a big tournament or Wrestle Olympics like every couple years or so, where like the top wrestlers go in this big tournament. I know they have that stuff like that already, but it'd be really cool to see stuff like that. You get to see dream matches like like Kenny Omega, for instance. I think Kenny Omega's the hell. I think of all the people in WWE that he
Seth Rollins and Kenny Omega. That would be one hell of a show.
MJF, like how much of a heel he is. Like I love to see like some of the people he could go against in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. There's so much. It makes you wish that there wasn't so much tribalism and that they would come together.
Well, you gotta think of it this way too. It was all Vince McMahon's, fault. He didn't want to. He didn't want to work with anybody else.
But it's not there anymore.
Exactly. So Triple H can start, and Tony Khan can all start to.
And that's why I like TNA. That's why I like your TNA and that we're working together and sharing some talent and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. He did it again.
But no, I'll say this: like, I don't think that door will ever open between WWE and AEW, especially all the crap talking AEW does to WWE. And plus, WWE gets nothing beneficial with AEW. They will gain some benefits with TNA by getting some future stars, but New Japan, that's not going to happen either, in my opinion.
I think New Japan would happen. I think New Japan would happen.
Buy AEW and send those two fucking jackasses, the Young Bucks, back to their backyard.
Thank you, my tribal chief.
I cannot stand those two, Matt and Nicholas.
No, but those boys can wrestle.
Yes, they can wrestle.
They can.
They can wrestle, but the biggest thing about them is super kicks are.
They just don't tell a story. That's the thing.
Right.
They just can't tell a story.
Ever since
I think Go ahead.
With AEW, you know, they no discredit to the guys. They were great back in the day, but the whole AEW thing has gone to their fucking head. I don't think it's characters that they're playing. I think that they're complete douchebags right now. And in my opinion, they are wannabe Wish knockoff versions of the Hardys. You know, they were never as good as the Hardys, and they were never the Hardys. And that's, you know, what they wanted to be more than anything.
Plus, you got a guy like Tony Khan who thinks he's the greatest booker of all time. He can't book worth a damn. So it's like, if you could just change some little things, like take away booking power and EVP power away from the Bucks, that is a totally different company. And it's sad because I want AEW to be good, to keep up with that competition with WWE, to make WWE keep trying harder to stay where it's at. But like, it's just like that roster on AEW is just too good to waste all that talent.
There's so much talent on that.
It's crazy. Like, and just like, imagine if Triple H had that roster. Oh my gosh.
Now, what I was going to say,
hold up. Bryce's phone overheated. His did what mine did a couple weeks back.
He's got an iPhone,
to me, calls some Roman Reigns, but
what I was going to say about AEW is I like the show. I hate their writing. Their writing's atrocious. Their storylines are everywhere. Like, come on, give me something that I can follow and make it make sense.
There's no consistency.
I love Chris Jericho, but I'm done watching.
Oh, I'm tired.
He needs to retire.
No, it's not.
Listen, I want him to be.
I
want him to be a manager. I want him to be at ringside. He's
or a commentator. I'm fine with that.
He's a
sick
great
of
ring presence. He really is.
I'm so sick of Jericho's. Every 6 to 12 months, he redoes his character, and it's something stupid. The learning tree, the learning tree is so stupid. I can't stand this character. It's not him. He needs to go back to what he knows.
And that's not the worst part.
Well, the fact that he can't function anymore without a faction behind him.
When he used to never have a faction before this.
It's driving me crazy. Just go do your Fozzy stuff. That'll be cool.
No, the worst part with Jericho is he always gets himself attached to what's popular, so he can be a part of that popularity. If then he just ruins it. But here's going to be the worst part with AEW right now, and I'm telling you, AEW is about to face the wrath of Mercedes Moné. They're about to get to know the real Mercedes when Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, annihilates her on the mic.
Mercedes cannot do a promo for the world.
No, and Britt's going to expose the crap out of her. Like, Mercedes is going to win the match, but Britt is going to absolutely be a star.
Mercedes only is a good wrestler because of the people who she's wrestling. Britt's going to carry the match. Charlotte carried her. Bailey carried her.
Damn, that's really true. Just now thinking about it,
I've never been too fond of her. I thought she was
and now I think that she's gorgeous, but she doesn't have the skills to go further. She's only going on what people believe that she can do right now, and I don't think she has more to do. I think
that's the biggest bullet that Triple H dodged right there, not bringing in Mercedes, because that would have been just another toxic incident ready to happen.
Well, yeah, I think so, but I think that Triple H could have handled her better than what Vince did. But
whatever. Eventually Mercedes is going to get in Mercedes' way and just ruin everything that she has. And I'm telling you, it's getting ready to happen, because once Britt Baker destroys her on the mic, she's not going to like it, and then that's when all the toxic crap's going. It's slowly coming out already.
Hey, Brett, you get to find out tomorrow night, because they face each other. They get to talk one-on-one to each other.
Unfortunately, I won't be able to watch, because I refuse to watch a Childish Company AEW until things get.
I'll watch it.
I'll watch the highlights, but I'm not going to watch the show again.
I watch if it's wrestling. I watch it.
Hey, and I respect that, man. I really, truly do.
That's how I first started watching.
Better start watching more OVW,
MLW. And then you had what's the other one? There's a bunch of them. OVW, yeah, that was another one. The one that
there's one in Houston. I think there's one in Texas.
Reality Wrestling. What the hell? GCW. Game Changers Wrestling. I watched that one. And it freaking awesome crap that they do, and they should be on more.
Mm-hmm. Hell, even Freddie Prinze Jr.'s company, if it ever happens.
Yeah, we'll see.
God, I hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying.
We're going to start a Nonsensical Wrestling Federation. So,
dude, we would book better. Like I'm telling you, if you give us good stars, we would book good stuff.
I'm putting Mark and Steven in the ring first match.
Can I take the Tony Khan pump?
Goes. Get your guys' frustration out and kill each other. Cash is going to be the ref.
Special guest referee. Mark's going to be like, wait a minute, there's two of us in here the same size. We can't. It's not going to work.
We would have a midget division with Mark and Jeff. Gnome on gnome violence. We're the only wrestling federation that brings you gnome on gnome.
Gnome on gnome wrestling.
With that being said,
Tiny.
Yeah.
You guys hang out for just a second. We'll be right back with you. Or put you in the green room here. Calm down. You want me to hit the button? You want to hit the button. God dang it, boy.
You hit one, I hit the other. So far.
All right. Man, that was a good show. I hope that everybody gets a chance to watch and enjoy that. Mark?
Brian?
You want to tell everybody about the network?
Oh, well, we could.
I know you have a really, really cool thing that you want to talk about. It's called the Nonsensical Network. And we're a part of that network, right?
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Bad hand. Anyways, yeah. Mondays we have Men Caring for Men, a mental health show for men. They talk about they get a subject, they talk about it for the night. Sometimes they get a little off the subject, but you know what? It's a freaking awesome show. If you haven't watched it, check it out.
And not only watched it, but if you want to be a part of it, if you have some stressors that drive you, and you want to talk to somebody, that door is open. All you got to do is reach out to the Nonsensical Network, Men Caring for Men, or you can hit that link. Mark, got that link? It's bio.link/Nonsensical Network. You can find us anywhere you listen to podcasts. If you click on that and you click on Monday's Men Caring for Men, you can actually reach out to the boys over there, watch the show as well. And that's Glick, Jarvis, and Connor until he loses his battle with spina bifida or whatever the hell it is he's got going on now. I'm kidding. Okay. I love you. Tuesday night.
Tuesday night, we have Jeff's Garage. If it has a motor and can fit into the garage, Jeff will talk about it. He talks about other stuff too, like tools. Anything mechanical, he'll talk about.
Yep. And he sheds and she sheds tonight, evidently, because I was trying to watch that. Wednesday night, you can find Nonsensical.
What the fuck news?
I'm sorry, guys. Yes, WTF News. I don't know why I was thinking that, guys. Sorry about that.
If it's
News.
If it's messed up and it's in the news, they will talk about it.
That's right. Sports, entertainment,
conspiracy theories.
I think they do a little bit of politics. Definitely conspiracy theories.
There you go. I said it. You know? Thursdays.
That's us. Nothing to see here. Move on.
Okay. Friday.
You got Glick's House of Music. And Glick sits down with musical guests or talks about music with the audience. So you're more than welcome to tune into that show. That's Friday nights. Excellent bands that he's had on in the past, man. So if you haven't seen the show, go back and watch a couple of them, and then you'll want to follow and you'll want to pay attention to his Friday lineup because he does bring in some pretty awesome talent. And then Saturday night, that's the big show. That's the show that I was thinking of. That's the Nonsensical Nonsense Show. That is where they kick the door wide open and let anybody, and I mean anybody, they let us on the show. Us, like this guy. What the hell's he doing on that show?
Well, fuck you too.
All we ask is that you have a camera.
And you keep it in your
pants. Have that
pants.
camera on, and then just, yes, if you got to have your wiener out, that's fine. Just keep it below the camera. Nobody will ever have to see it. There you go. Sound good?
Sounds good.
And then we got shows. We got another show coming up on Sunday. It is in the works right now, so stay tuned for that. That'll be hosted by Stephen Jarvis or Jaravici, the Jaravici Project. Justice for Jarvis. All right, let's end this tonight.
You know, you might want to tell people who we have on next Thursday.
Oh man, who we got next Thursday, Mark?
You don't remember?
Yeah, it's Darren.
Darren.
Oh my God. See, you're gonna make me mess up his name. Go ahead, Darren.
Ohani
from TikTok. Ahana from TikTok. Singer, actor, comedian,
dancer.
Comedian.
He's a little bit of everything.
He's a do it all. Is that one of those guys?
He can do it all, yes, but
All right, so we're gonna have Darren on next Thursday, 8 p.m. right here, anywhere you follow us, Facebook, YouTube, etc., etc. Correct? Once again,
all social media.
Once again, you click that link, bio.link/Nonsensical Network, and you will find us there. Easiest place to go, guys. I swear. It really is. So, all right. And then what?
Then what?
I don't know.
Oh, after that, we're gonna have the free for all with the military again.
Okay. So we need members for that to sign up and let us know if you want to be on the show. If you're prior military, current military.
And then after that, it's a little up in the air. I believe we have our. I believe I know who it is, but I want to make sure before I announce it. So,
yeah.
Other than that,
from us here at Talking Shit, my name is Brian.
I'm Mark, and we're out of here.
We're out of here.
Bitch, I'm in the